Welcome to the BEASTwriter Family, where social media engagement is encouraged. I am your host, Ryan Sakamoto, and today we are going to be discussing and answering your questions as it pertains to Family Fridays. That's right, every Friday, 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I put out a live stream, and then I talk to all of you as it pertains to any questions you have regarding all things NFL. So let's go ahead and get started. But before we go ahead and do that, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel. Just be sure to turn on them, flip on the bell notifications so you get notified when I go live or when I upload content. Also, I'm looking at my analytics, and based on my live stream just an hour ago, it was at 63%. Now it's down to 57%. So I know this is working. Just be sure to flip on and subscribe right here because you guys are liking all my stuff and watching all my videos. But yet 73, it was 63. Now it's down to 57. 57% of you guys are yet to subscribe to my channel. So be sure to do that. And that way you'll be entered for our BEASTwriter Family giveaways. All right. So again, if you're on Twitter, it's easy. The link is in my bio. That's in there 24/7, 365. So just go to that link and it'll take you to the landing page to subscribe there. Also, if you're watching on Facebook, which is, I don't know, I guess like 20% of you guys are watching on Facebook, you guys can go ahead and just go to that ticker, www.youtube.com/BEASTwriter, and you can follow me there. All right, so let's go ahead and answer any questions you guys have, and we'll be off our way for Family Fridays. Again, for those who don't know, go to the community page on YouTube. You see this right here? I think it's right here. Yeah, right here. You see this? That's our BEASTwriter Family official logo that we revealed today for Family Fridays. A lot of thought out process and a lot of hard work went into making this design. I'm really happy with it. It got a lot of good feedback from it. Yeah, so we're going to do a lot of things with that logo. Obviously, we're going to roll out with some shirts, and hopefully we can get those out to you guys as Family Friday giveaways as well. So this is a really cool thing we have going on. Check it out. It's on all my social media icons. Really good stuff going on here. All right. So let's get to your questions. What's up, G from the BEASTwriter Family? Green Bay did restructure Rodgers to get another cap. Do you think the 49ers make a play for him? I do not. I don't think Aaron Rodgers will be in play with the San Francisco 49ers simply because they just re-signed Aaron Jones to that 4-year deal. I think Aaron Rodgers wants to stay in Green Bay, although he lost Corey Linsley as his all-pro center. Not to worry. They still have David Bakhtiari there. They have a lot of pieces on defense there. Rashawn Gary is actually coming into his own now. Don't sleep on the Green Bay Packers. They could very well be what Jim Harbaugh was with the San Francisco 49ers during his first 3 years when it comes to the Green Bay Packers and their head coach. They went to two straight NFC Championship games now, falling short of winning the Super Bowl. Could the third time be the charm? Or not? All right. Would Watson or Rodgers be better for the 49ers salary cap, health, and scheme? Out of the two players, I believe that for the scheme, I mean, how can you go against Aaron Rodgers? I mean, Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Fame quarterback. Watson is definitely Hall of Fame caliber, but Aaron Rodgers, man, been there, done that. How can you argue going against Aaron Rodgers? That guy's a beast. So is Deshaun Watson. I personally would like to see Deshaun Watson simply because I like that mobile quarterback. I like that flair. I like that swag that he brings to the table. But ultimately, how can you go against Aaron Rodgers if you had to pick one or the other? All right, Robert Watson, thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, for those who don't know, we have unleashed this new cool feature called Super Chat. It's on YouTube, and it's a really cool feature. I just want to go ahead and talk about that. Robert Watson, you are awesome. He is also our very first BEASTwriter Family Friday giveaway winner. And if you like the work, like the channel, like the BEASTwriter Family we're striving to build, consider sending me a super chat. It's just another fun way to engage with you guys. All right. So again, thank you so much, Robert Watson, for your generosity. You've been awesome. And don't worry, I'm getting that pennant to you today. I want someone to record it because you wanted it signed. So I wanted to make it look nice. It's well worth your wait. There's more things to come in that package. So stay tuned, Robert Watson. He says, I like how the effect of Tom Brady has on all the Bucks now restructuring or signing for cheap to obtain another ring. That will be the new theme now. Top leadership. Yes, Tom Brady is the standard, and people wonder, oh, why is Tom Brady always in the Super Bowl? Well, he allows and checks his ego at the door, restructures his contract so he can keep in-house free agents and then go out and get the missing pieces so he can be in the Super Bowl and in deep playoff run every single year. While these other quarterbacks just eat up 60% of the cap and like, how come Tom Brady can do it? Yeah, I think that's funny. All right. Nico Wilson from the BEASTwriter family. What's up, Beast? Much love, brother. You got swag. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Always a pleasure talking to you, Nico Wilson, and I am happy that you are here. D-Loke187, here for my backpack from the BEASTwriter family. We are unleashing our Family Friday giveaways. The backpack will actually be released tomorrow. We are releasing the Jimmy Garoppolo bobblehead. I do have the winner for that, so stay tuned for that for Family Fridays, and the backpack will be mañana, as in tomorrow. All right. Alan Hernandez for the BEASTwriter family. What's up, Beast? Do you smell what the Niners are cooking? I like that Rock reference. My favorite wrestler of all time. I also look up to him. He is an awesome man. Under Armour athlete. Sponsored by Under Armour, as the Rock would say. Do I smell what the Niners are cooking? Yes, I do. I like what they're doing along the offensive line. I like how they got Alex Mack and they signed him to that 3-year deal. I already touched based on that and my thoughts on that in the earlier live stream. But man, how can you not like Alex Mack? How can you not like it? Now, I wanted them, if you watch my earlier streams, I said they probably should go elsewhere because he's older. You know, he's past his prime. But getting him on that deal that they got him for 3 years, how can you argue? It's a bargain rate price for a veteran center. You know what you're getting. Plug and play. Don't have to worry about it. Basically, it's like buying a Lexus and then not having to worry about it. It's going to run forever. Good story. Good story there. All right. Let's go ahead and answer your questions. They are coming in hot. All right. Let's go. Wow. I am really behind. Jonathan Rosa from the BEASTwriter family says, yo, what's up, Beast? What's going on, Jonathan? How you doing? Happy Family Fridays, man. I hope you are doing well at 2:39 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. What's up, G? From the BEASTwriter family. Green Bay didn't restructure Rodgers to get another cap. Should the 49ers make a play for him? Would Watson or Rodgers be a good 49ers considering cap and health scheme? Well, I just answered that, and I like Rodgers, but I like Watson too. Jonathan Boson says, smash that. Boom. Nico Wilson says, Todd Gurley to the Niners. How much would he cost? How much would Todd Gurley cost, right? I mean, that's going to be a lot of bread. You're looking at a lot of money probably. Todd Gurley, I thought he wanted to stay in Atlanta, right? Isn't he from Atlanta, Georgia area? Signed that 1-year contract. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on Todd Gurley. I like Raheem Mostert. I like Jeff Wilson. I like what they can do. Ultimately, I love Najee Harris. You guys know how I feel about my draft crush, Najee Harris, and I would love nothing more than the 49ers to select Najee Harris with their first-round pick, trading back from number 12. Scott Alexander from the BEASTwriter family says, how are you, Ryan? I am doing great. How are you, Scott? That's the better question to ask because I am doing fine. I am doing well. How are you, my man? Hopefully you're doing well as well. All right. Doobie Edwards says, Latique Wilson, Reginald Taylor, Leroy Jetson. Okay. Scott Alexander from the BEASTwriter family says, how do you feel about the quarterback? How do I feel about the cornerback? Mark Fields. Oh, I was like, okay, which cornerback? Mark Fields. Mark Fields is okay. Nothing much to talk about that. I'm not high on Mark Fields. Simply put, no offense to you, Mark Fields, but I'm just not high on you, bro. Yeah. Not much going on there. D-Loke187, is Kellen Mond a Kyle Shanahan type quarterback? He has the critical factors, but do I believe he is the ultimate Kyle Shanahan prototypical quarterback? No, I would say not. He does have the critical factors. He makes all the throws, has a good arm. You know, he can extend plays with his legs. You see that. But then again, you see some mental errors in his game, going through his progressions. He makes some questionable reads as a one-read quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo. But the athleticism there is there. I like what he brings to the table, but for Kyle Shanahan, I would rather them go after a guy like Zach Wilson. Ultimately, they're going to have to go in the top 5 to get him, but he is a much better fit than a guy like Kellen Mond. I'm just not high on Kellen Mond as some of these other people, draft analysts maybe, are higher on Kellen Mond. I just don't see it. Now, I could be wrong. Obviously, I'm not right 110% of the time, but who is? Because no one is God. But with that being said, I'm more right than wrong. I don't like Kellen Mond for a lot of different reasons. I would rather go with a guy like Mac Jones. Wooly from Facebook says, Faithful, where's all the Jimmy G haters? This year would be different. Our offensive line is beast. 100 can will kill quarterback talk. Thank you for your question, or thank you for your statement. No one's a hater here, Willie. Just to put it in perspective for you, I know you haven't joined the BEASTwriter family here on YouTube, but no one is a hater here. We just put things in perspective. If you want to take it and put it in perspective, all they really did from last year's offensive line was just get Alex Mack. That's the only difference along the offensive line. I'm just saying. That's the only difference. Everything else remains the same. Dedrick Comer from Facebook. He needs to stay out of the massage. Okay. Thomas Young from YouTube, BEASTwriter Family says, Niners, baby. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see who on. Nico Wilson from the BEASTwriter Family. They're not extending Aaron Rodgers' contract so far. Do you think there goes anywhere else in 2021 or 22 or at all? Time will tell, Nico. Time will tell. I'm not too sure right now. It's still early. Willie says from Facebook, if Najee Harris is still available, should we make a move on it? Absolutely. I said in an earlier podcast, you guys know how I feel about Najee Harris, my draft crush, and then everybody piggybacks on that analysis and writes up articles on whatever outlet they're working for. Cool story. You heard it here first. I was high on Najee Harris 2 years ago. You're 2 years behind, bro. Check the Twitter, YouTube receipts. It's all there. Najee Harris should be the play for the 49ers if they opt to trade down from 12 to around the 17th range, right before the Miami Dolphins pick, because they hold 2 multiple first-round picks, one at number 3 and one at number 18. They were surely go offensive on that side of the football. Dave Maganon. There you go. From the BEASTwriter family. Beast, love the 49er and NFL talk. Running back concerns of Jeff Wilson Jr. Mostert injury concerns. Liking your idea of trading down at 12 for Najee Harris and picking up an extra second-round pick used for defensive line or defensive back. Yes, absolutely. That should be the play. But I'm not 49ers GM John Lynch. But if I was, that would be my play. And you guys wouldn't know my play because I'd be like throwing out smoke screens. I'd be like, you know what? We really don't like Najee Harris. We're really happy with Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson. And all you guys, BEASTwriter said that he's really happy. He's not going. And then on draft day, boom, what happens? Oh, wow, we got Najee Harris. Everyone crazy. Corey Bolden, from Facebook. Are they going to be signing any defensive backs? I don't think so. That would be a no for me. All right, the Illuminati from the YouTube BEASTwriter family. Beast, with the Texans getting 2 quarterbacks, do you think Watson is for sure gone? Nope, not yet. He's on his way out. But not completely. I think he's going to get traded definitely by draft day. He will be traded. Thomas Young could be during the draft. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Young, is 12 too high from the BEASTwriter family? Is 12 too high to draft Najee Harris, your draft crush? Imagine him behind the new offensive line. Exactly. In my opinion, I have Najee Harris ranked number 4 on my big board. All right. Behind the 2 wide receivers, Jamar Chase and Devontae Smith, and of course, Trevor Lawrence. Now, with that being said, no, it's not too high. Not in my book. Now, based on the evaluation and based on other people's draft boards, I know I can get Najee Harris by trading back from number 12. So even though he's number 4 on my vertical board, I know these other teams that would likely want a player around that time frame is not going to go after Najee Harris. However, there are the Cardinals And there is the Miami Dolphins at 16 and 18, who both need a running back. Oakland Raiders do not need one. They just signed Kenyon Drake to a 2-year deal. Also have Josh Jacobs, so their Alabama running back dynamic duo is already set there at 17. So if you're looking at trading back a spot, still landing Najee Harris, securing his services, because you don't know if they're going to go Travis Etienne at Clemson or Najee Harris, you need to select at least before the Arizona Cardinals, who select at 16, or the Miami Dolphins at 18. See how I work out hey, keep it coming. Let's go. Let's go. This is all NFL. This ain't just the Niners. This is all 32. Let's go. Mariah Lee, how you doing from the BEASTwriter Family? I see you. What's up, G said, I heard stretching before weightlifting is not good. What is your take? Stretching before weightlifting is not good? Nah. Are you talking about static stretching, dynamic stretching? There's different types of stretching. Ultimately, I have to be honest, I don't stretch before I work out. I should. Stretching before weightlifting is not good. I disagree with that. I think you should stretch before you work out and warm up. Absolutely. Get the blood flow, get the blood pumping into the bloodstream. I don't know where you heard that, but it also depends on the type of stretching. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Do you still have enough money to pay Warner next year? That's $1 million question, Jason. Do they? I don't know. I have no idea. Scott Alexander says he's doing good. Scott, thank you so much for tuning in from the BEASTwriter Family. Where are you located? Are you located outside the country? Are you not in the U.S.? Where are you located, my man? I would like to know. Kevin Baboma says, let's pick up Adoree Jackson. Not so fast, my friend. I am not high in Adoree Jackson. There is a reason why the Tennessee Titans cut their ties with him. Not good. Frank Montoya, bring back Frank Gore. Invite Camp to tryouts. I think you meant to say invite Camp to tryout. Thank you for your question or your analysis. Could happen. Niners all day. What's going on, my man? I see you from the BEASTwriter Family. We got another one for the BEASTwriter Family. Derek Feld. I know you're a big Wilson fan. Absolutely, I am. Would you trade Fred and a second-round pick to the Jets for their second pick to get Wilson and then trade Jimmy G to the Pats for a third? Thoughts, since we might not be able to pay Fred. It's not like they don't want to pay Fred. It's that they don't. It's not like they can't. It's that they don't, if this is the case. No, I would not trade Fred Warner. Absolutely not. Once you started talking about Fred, not you personally, but once you came up with that scenario, I would say pass on Fred Warner. Don't do the deal. No deal. Dingo Burr from the BEASTwriter Family says, what's up, BEASTwriter? What is going on? I see you, man. Thank you for turning into the live stream. You weren't in the last live stream. See? I see. But you're probably busy, but you caught this one. Good for you. Niners all day 55. BEASTwriter Family says, do you think that the Niners will still be interested in Watson after these allegations? Everything's up in the air right now. So I would say no. I think everything is on hold right now. I think John Lynch is having flashbacks of what's happening in the past with some of these other troubled players like Reuben Foster, where he had a lot of off-field issues, and then ultimately he just had to cut ties. Like, whoop, pull the cord on it. It's done. It's a wrap. We don't know what's going on with Deshaun Watson. Again, these are just allegations at this point. They're just allegations. I mean, very serious allegations, but nonetheless, they're allegations. Anyone can say anything about anyone. Until let's let the process play itself out, and then we can go from there. What's up, G from BEASTwriter Family? Do you have any opinion on Trent Sherfield? No. I know the Niners signed him. Nope. Not high on Trent Sherfield. No opinion at all. Nico Wilson, do you think with the Alex Mack addition, Jimmy Garoppolo will look a lot better this year than last year if he returns? I wouldn't say a lot better, but a much more improved. Yes. Much more improved. Absolutely. Because the center quarterback exchange is very important. Obviously, it's the exchange that gets the play going, obviously. So it will be better. How much of an upgrade is that, and how that will improve Jimmy G's stock? That remains to be seen, because ultimately it comes down, can he stay healthy? That's not the offensive lineman's job, because obviously he's doing his job, and Jimmy Garoppolo can still get hurt. So it's one of those things, man. Can Jimmy Garoppolo stay healthy? That's one of the biggest questions for me. Kenny from Facebook, what do you think about Trey Lance? I like Trey Lance intangibles. He's very, very raw. You guys got to be careful what you hear. Josh Allen talk. I don't like that. I don't like when people put out Josh Allen talk. That's clickbait. That is clickbait. They're projecting him to be the next Josh Allen. He has yet to take an NFL snap. I get it. That's what NFL analysts, insiders do. They compare. I do the same thing. However, pump the brakes on Trey Lance, Josh Allen talks, please. Trey Lance is very raw. Very, very raw. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Jerry Yang, my man, co-host of the Monday show, Yang Mondays. Love Najee Harris, but won't be available at 12. He's too good to fall that far. Oh, so he's saying that Najee Harris is going to go inside the top 10. All reports and all signs for me, based on my analytics, say he's going to fall maybe in the 18 to 24 range. So this is interesting. He said Surtain or Farley would probably happen. Kyle Pitts might be there too. So he's saying that Najee Harris won't be there, but Surtain or Farley would probably be there. I would agree that Patrick Surtain might not be there also, because the Dallas Cowboys also have a need for a boundary cornerback. Denver Broncos definitely filled in that need once they released AJ Bouye, but they picked up Ronald Darby to a 3-year, $30 million contract. They team him up with Bryce Callahan on the outside as boundary cornerbacks under Vic Fangio's system, so they don't need a cornerback. They fill that need there. They could be going after Micah Parsons at number 9. However, at number 10, the Cowboys did little to nothing to address the boundary cornerback position. I can see them going after Patrick Surtain or Caleb Farley, and yeah, absolutely right. One of those cornerbacks can be there. Kyle Pitts, I'm not sure he's going to be there either. There's a lot of talk, and what I'm hearing from NFL teams and people that I spoke with internally, Kyle Pitts may go inside the top 10. And there's a reason why Zach Ertz has requested a trade from Philadelphia. Could the Eagles make a play at number 6? Just putting it out there. All right. Nico Wilson, is Mac better than Richburg? Yes. Plain and simple. David Rodriguez, what do you compare Najee Harris to? Great question, David Rodriguez from the BEASTwriter Family. I actually put up a podcast on this, and I encourage you to go ahead and check out that podcast. Again, anything you guys want to know, just YouTube search BEASTwriter and whatever it is. So in this case, type in what? BEASTwriter Najee Harris, and you'll see a bunch of articles on Najee Harris. Or if you guys want, I made a custom playlist for you guys. That's right. So you can either do one or two things. You can just YouTube search BEASTwriter, whatever it is you're looking for. In this case, BEASTwriter Najee Harris. Or since you subscribe to me on YouTube, there is a playlist. Go to the playlist. Go to what you want to know. So in this case, if you want to know about the Niners or something, I did one on Najee Harris and mock drafts and so forth. So you guys can scroll through that playlist, see what I had to say about making the case for Najee Harris going to San Francisco. I do it out. I cover it all for you guys. So again, there's two ways to do it. Whenever you guys want to know something, it's already probably done like months in advance or weeks in advance. I put this out there for you. These live streams are just based on confirming those podcasts that are just pre-recorded. And then on the live stream, we can discuss about it. But I like how for people who I'm picking up that are left and right that are new, this is the way to do it. Just anything you guys want to know, YouTube search BEASTwriter and whatever it is you want to search, and it'll pop up. It'll pop up. I promise you. I'll pop up in the search engines. All right. And getting to your question, I compare Najee Harris to a poor man's Derrick Henry. Not because they both wore number 22 and both played out of Alabama. Similar skill sets in the game. Do not underestimate Najee Harris coming out of the flats as a dual threat receiver. Please don't do that. John Paul Edwards, my man, JP from the Arizona Cardinals land, says Trent is an ace on special teams and a decent role player on offense. Cliff didn't use him that much, but he was helpful during Kyler's rookie season. Agreed. He is a special teams ace. Trent Sherfield was, but I don't know, man. I'm not high on Trent Sherfield from an offensive standpoint, but from a special team standpoint, as a gunner, maybe. But great analysis, JP. I value. If you guys don't if you guys want to know Cardinal stuff, go to my man JP. He knows his stuff. John Zach from the BEASTwriter Family. Hopefully, Mac shores up all the offensive line communication issues. Yes, John, I agree with you 110%. And again, I love your avatar. Love it. Love your profile pic. Latique Wilson says, this is my guy right here. He knows football. Okay. I don't know what's going on with their conversations. Trey from the BEASTwriter Family. Niners still haven't signed Warner. Yes, absolutely. I know. Fred Warner Sr. comes in. We have conversations about this. You guys all know this. This isn't nothing new. He's one of my biggest supporters, right, on the BEASTwriter Family. Hey, watch out. It could get real. Watch out. As the draft approaches, watch out. Butters49. I'm a big time 49er fan, but you definitely have to be a realist when it comes to the team. Yes. Thank you so much, Butters49, for pointing this out. Again, this is why I love the BEASTwriter Family. You guys keep it real. You're like me. I mean, even when I was a diehard Niner fan before covering the team as one of the team's reporters, beat writers, whatever, part of the Pro Football Writers Association with year-end voting rights, you have to be unbiased. Like, you have to maintain an objective approach. And I've always done it even before all that. So, Butters, thank you for saying that. It's very refreshing. And here in the BEASTwriter Family, majority of you guys are realists. Like, you're diehard fans, but you're realists. And I like that about you guys. And that's why all 32 fan bases can come together. Because it's like, do you really expect your team to go 16-0, 17-0 every single year? No, it's not about being faithful. It's about being realist. Being a realist. Like, realistically, okay, if you really think that, put money on it. No, exactly. Edson Stewart, who will be our quarterback, backup quarterback, whether we keep Jimmy or not? That's a great question. To answer your first question, are they going to keep Jimmy? That's the real question. Ben Allen from the YouTube BEASTwriter Family. Is it true there are now 22 women that have accused him to this point? If so, that is crazy. 22, I don't know. I'm doing a live stream. I have no idea, dude. This is crazy talk if this is happening. 22? Interesting to point this out. I don't know what the heck is going on with Deshaun Watson. Everyone's talking about Deshaun Watson, and maybe this whole live stream should be about Deshaun Watson. I mean, Family Fridays is a show dedicated to answering your questions. Every other question's on Deshaun Watson. Honestly, these are just allegations, and if you're a GM, you guys want to know my take? Here it is. If you're a GM and these allegations are there and you're considering making a play for Deshaun Watson, you have to consider this as a huge red flag. Huge red flag because we don't know if it's true or not true, but we're not going to take a chance on trading for a player and then having that baggage with us. No GM in their right mind will make a deal and in this situation. Because let me tell you something, not just the NFL media, not just the local media will ride you, the fans will ride you. I mean, this is serious stuff. People go to jail for this stuff, right? If I'm not mistaken. So, again, there are allegations, though. See, then there's the flip side. Is it true, though? Or is it, we really don't know. So, in Deshaun Watson's defense, we really don't know because there are allegations at this point. But it is interesting to point out that it's happening around this time. That's all I'm saying. So, I don't know how it's going to play out. I mean, I'm one of those guys that takes a wait-and-see approach when it comes to things like this because, you never want to assume things. It's unfair. Let's just wait and see and let the process play out as it should. Dave from the BEASTwriter Family, looking at a veteran edge rusher, how do you feel about Ryan Kerrigan, Everson Griffin, or Adrian Claiborne for the Niners? Out of those three guys, I would go after Ryan Kerrigan. I think Everson Griffin would be more of an interior pusher than a 4-3 defensive end. I know he played well with the Minnesota Vikings, but there was a reason why he didn't get picked up and then ultimately ended up with the Dallas Cowboys. Didn't really play well there. Didn't really have eye-popping stats. Didn't really get starting reps. He wasn't really a key clog in the middle of that defense. Adrian Claiborne, pass. I do like Ryan Kerrigan. Though. Always been a big fan of him. Maybe because his first name is Ryan. I don't know, but I like Ryan Kerrigan. Niners all day 55. Do you like Justin Fields? I don't like him. Oh, you said I like him a lot. Sorry, I don't like him. But if you like him, hey, I respect your analysis. But he can break out of his habit just staring down one receiver, which is one of the reasons I don't like him. Yes, but who knows? Justin Fields could be the next great quarterback, and I could be wrong. We just don't know. We're all projecting here. Everyone's projecting here. Paul Willis from the BEASTwriter family. Thank you, Paul. I see you, man. You're on it, bro. I love that you're in my live streams. First of all, thank you so much. Welcome to the BEASTwriter family. You're new to us, right? If I'm not mistaken, to the family. What do you think about our new logo here? The BEASTwriter family logo, BWF, BEASTwriter family. Let me know your thoughts on that. But and as it pertains to Josh Rosen, I'm just not high on Josh Rosen. I don't like his game. I heard he was kind of when it comes to his work ethic. Not a fan. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Ben Allen, what's your opinion on Davis Mills, Stanford quarterback? Yes, everyone's talking about the Stanford quarterback, Davis Mills. Not high on him either. Not high on him. All right. John Zach says, thanks, man. Love your content. Also, pay Warner now. Yes. Thank you so much for the love, John. I appreciate it. And they must pay Warner now. Absolutely. As much as you love my content, I love you joining the BEASTwriter family. We're family here, man. This is all good vibes only. This is not going to stop. And again, I just want to point this out. YouTube said that we have this new feature called Super Chat. And I guess Super Chat is something that is a super cool new feature that they said that would work with me based on my analytics and based on the live streams that I've been receiving and the social media engagement that's going on here. So I enabled Super Chat. I don't know how it works, but if you like the work, like the channel, like the BEASTwriter family we're striving to build here, consider sending me a Super Chat. It's just another fun way for you guys to engage with me. Here's some food for thought as well. Also, all proceeds go back to the BEASTwriter family, which is you guys. So that includes better audio, better visual, better software equipment, as well as helping us with the Family Friday giveaways, which includes this Jimmy Garoppolo bobblehead. But getting back to my point, if you watched my live stream yesterday, how coincidentally did the audio go out for 5 minutes? And I was talking to myself. If you guys caught that, people were like, Beast, you're talking to yourself. And I guess I was. So yes, this would help me if you send a Super Chat toward that cause and getting better software. Oh, man. CJ Rubin Sport, what's up, BEASTwriter? What's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome to the BEASTwriter family. As always, I see you, bro. David Rodriguez, also from the BEASTwriter family, says, if we keep Jimmy G, do you think they redo his contract, pay him through incentives based on his playing performance since he gets injured too much, have him earn his money? If they do renegotiate his contract and redo his contract, yes, it's going to be heavily performance-based, but also performance-based on games played. So you can double down on that. You can say, hey, you have to play at least 80% of the snaps in the regular season for these incentives to even kick in. So that would be my first one. Because even if you reach like these milestones, like you throw for 4,000 yards, throw for 30 touchdowns, have a passer rating of 98.4, whatever the case may be, right? I would put a clause in the contract say those stats don't matter unless you play at least 85% of the snaps. Period. Double down on those gains. Robert from Facebook says, yo, Beast, what do you think about Kwity Paye and Jason Owe with the top? No, I don't like those guys, man. I do not like it. I would say pass. I do not like the defensive linemen in this draft class. Or, excuse me, the edge rushers, I should say, in this draft class. I'm not high on them. Kenny from Facebook says, what do you think about Mike McGlinchey stepping it up this year? Yes. I believe Mike McGlinchey will step up and improve this year. Obviously, you guys in the media, who are in the media, and obviously you guys are fans, are writing him, calling him McFloppy, a lot of different things, which is fine. But I am optimistic that Mike McGlinchey will bounce back. Now, will that happen? I don't know. Time will tell. But I'm hoping for the best. Jerry Yang, my prediction on Watson, since they are civil lawsuits, he'll settle them out of court. I think the bigger question is what the league will do with him 4 to 5 game suspension. Yeah, I don't know. We don't know how that's going to go. We have no idea how that's going to play out. All right. John Zach said yes, 10 and total more being interviewed. Oh my gosh. Is this real or is this fake? It just blows my mind. Uh, like I'm speechless, like legit speechless. Like it's kind of like I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. CJ Ruthless Sports, Deshaun Watson isn't worth the risk because of what the Texans want in return is ridiculous. Yes. Why would you want to give it the farm? I agree with you, CJ Ruthless Sports. You may bring up great points because at the end of the day, you're going to have to give up one of your core foundational players, George Kittle, Fred Warner, or Nick Bosa. I'm not doing it. Sorry, Nick Casario. Look for another team to give up the farm for your franchise quarterback who doesn't want to be there. Niners all day 55. Can we get Akeem Hicks? He could be good if we trade Bosa. Yeah, I mean, but you're looking at two different parts here. And again, if you have Akeem Hicks who plays the nose tackle position or the defensive end position, I should say, in that 34 base front with the Chicago Bears, he's going to be kicked into a 4-3 interior defensive line position in that 4-3 base under D'Amico Ryan. So where does that leave Javon Kinlaw? Where does that leave DJ Jones? I don't think it's a smart play. I think you want to roll with an edge rusher like Nick Bosa. Keep him there because in that scheme, he's the only edge rusher worthy of being a consistent physical presence off the edge. Kerry Hyder Jr., not sure if he's going to return. Samson Ebukam, could he be that edge rusher in obvious situational pass rushing situations? Time will tell. Time will tell. I think Derek Fell from the BEASTwriter Family. I think picking up Alden Smith would be a great pickup, and a cheap one-year deal for depth on the edge would be great to see Alden back in the red and gold. I would love to see him back in the red and gold as well. My man Rick Ray is one of my most loyal supporters since day one when I had NinerFans.com. Again, it has 230,000 plus fans now on Facebook, but before that, it was like nothing. Rick Ray is one of my biggest supporters. Thank you so much in your generosity, Rick Reyes. I had no idea you followed me on the BEASTwriter Family, to be honest with you. But it doesn't surprise me. You've been probably top 5 biggest supporters since 2011, I believe. 2012 is when I founded it. Thank you so much, man. You're awesome. How are you doing? We got to catch up soon, by the way. Rick Reyes, great guy. Love that guy. All right. Became really good friends. And here we are. How many years later? All right, let's go ahead and get these questions up and going. There's a lot of questions going on. All right, Edson Stewart says, thoughts on Samson signing? I talked about that yesterday in my live stream. Again, I like the signing 2-year, $12 million contract. However, I would have rather the 49ers used half of that money to go and get Emmanuel Sanders on a 1-year deal, who signed with the Buffalo Bills for about $6 to $8 million. Yeah. My man, Jason Ellsworth from the BEASTwriter Family. What do you think about using Goodwin back and also getting Trent Sherfield? Well, I believe the Marquise Goodwin was released by the Niners. He reverted back to the team, but I believe he was released. I believe the Niners then released him. Trent Sherfield, yeah, I mean, I'm not so high on him as a receiving threat, but for special teams ace capabilities, my man Jan Paul, who's a big Cardinals fan, pointed out that he's a great special teams ace. He likes him there. I trust Jan Paul's judgment there. So if anything, he could be a great gunner. So I have to do more digging on Trent Sherfield. Maybe I'll come back on a later stream after my workout, dig a little deeper, talk to my man JP about it. I want JP on the show. He's good stuff. JP, again, we have fans from all different fan bases. I want some Steelers guys in here. I want some Cardinals. We have some Seahawks guys who are really good. Some of them troll a little bit, so maybe not right now. But mostly everybody's legit. Like if you read the comments here in the BEASTwriter Family, it's all legit, and it's all about good vibes only. So if you don't have good vibes only, you're not gonna be here. JP, good vibes only. Great guy, great person. He likes Trent Sherfield as a special teams ace. That is coming from a Cardinals fan. He believes the 49ers got a good one. So he's being honest, guys. This is what you want. This is exactly why the BEASTwriter Family is here. It's good stuff. All right, Paul Willis. Logo is on point. There's some subs coming, though. Some subs? What do you mean, subs? Thank you for the logo though. There's some subs coming though. Oh, are you talking about the Evogen? Are you talking about Evogen? Let me know. Frank Willis. Evogen is I'm part of Evogen. I'm an Evogen athlete, so obviously Evogen Nutrition is the supplement company that gets me my gains when I compete. Team Evogen, it's the way to go. Frank Willis. If you guys don't know Evogen Nutrition, basically it's like the #1 supplement company in the world. Hani Rambod is the man behind the scenes, 90-time Olympia coach, beast. You guys know about if you guys are in the bodybuilding, you know Evogen's #1. That's all I gotta say. Frank Willis, Bears, and I'm happy and honored to be a part of their team and being asked to be a part of the team. Okay, Frank Willis from the BEASTwriter Family. Bears supposedly offered the Seahawks 3 first and a third with 2 starting players, and they turned it down. Would have you pulled the trigger? No. Oh, okay. If I was the Seahawks, would I pull the trigger? I would say yes. I would trade Russell Wilson for 3 first-round picks, a third, with 2 starting players. I would do that in a heartbeat. I would trade Russell Wilson. Absolutely. Absolutely, I would trade Russell Wilson for that. Now, if I'm the Bears, would I give up that? No, but that's a Ryan Pace is not the sharpest tool in the shed. I said that since day one. I am not. And you Bears fans laugh at me because you guys know I'm right. And you guys, dude, Beast, you're so right. Like, you really know your stuff. You always say stuff about. Yeah. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing extending a contract to Kenny Galladay, reportedly giving him $10 to $12 million a year when you signed Allen Robinson to a franchise tag and you don't even have enough money to sign both those players long term for the foreseeable future? Don't you have a need at offensive line? And wouldn't it be a better investment to call GM Eric DeCosta from the Baltimore Ravens and say, hey, look, your tackle does not want to play for you because he believes he's a blindside left tackle. I have Charles Leno Jr. on my roster who's more expensive than Orlando Brown Jr., who's a Pro Bowl offensive tackle. And I know you need a wide receiver. We just signed Allen Robinson, franchise tagging him. Let's kind of strike a deal. Let's trade Allen Robinson. You get your wide receiver 1 to team up with Marquise Hollywood Brown. We can get Orlando Brown Jr. in return in a swap. And then I can release Charles Leno Jr., who would be more expensive than having a Pro Bowl left tackle playing there. So now it's a win-win situation. Ravens win, get the wide receiver 1. Bears win, get their blindside left tackle while wiping their hands clean of Charles Leno Jr. and coming at a cheaper deal while getting an upgrade at the position. Makes sense to me. Not for Debate podcast. What's good? What's good, BEASTwriter Family? I see you, bro. Robert says Mike McFluffy has to if he wants to get paid. Yes. William Irvs said, oh, we're getting a lot of comments. William Irvs says the Texans, to my belief, are paying women to follow these charges against Deshaun. I mean, these are allegations. Christopher Dupas, Williams Irvs most definitely are. Okay, so here we go. Can Houston really ask the farm now with everything going on with Watson? No, absolutely not. Diana Rusina, I think that's what you mean by Diana R. Correct me if I'm wrong. On NFL Live, Sanjo Sunny, BEASTwriter Family, keeping us updated. I love it. Jimmy G trade offer is still on the table. Don't be surprised if the move of Jimmy G to New England doesn't happen soon. Boom. What I tell you, again, here, this is why you guys follow me, man. I'm just going to put up this banner here. Listen. Just YouTube search BEASTwriter, Jimmy Garoppolo to Patriots. I called it since day one. This is just one of the earlier podcasts. I did one mid-season saying that he could possibly go back to New England during the season. Who does that? I do. Check that out. Just go here, YouTube search BEASTwriter, Jimmy Garoppolo to Patriots. You will know what I had to say there. I'm going to leave it there. Rick Ray says, LOL. Dude, I had no idea you followed me on the BEASTwriter Family here on YouTube, but it doesn't surprise me, man. Man, we got to catch up. How's your son doing? I would like to know how your son is doing. He's probably big by now, like really big. Not for Debate podcast. You think Kendrick Bourne would be good with the Patriots? I do. Absolutely. Bill Belichick knows how to coach up the players. Obviously, I think Nelson Aguilar is going to help stretch the field vertically. You have Julian Edelman, one of the best slot route runners in the NFL history, running the underneath shallow crossing digs. That will allow Kendrick Bourne more real estate to work down the seams. Obviously, you already have a dynamic duo in Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. So you are set there. The pieces are in place for Kendrick Bourne to shine in New England. And with Jimmy Garoppolo there, woo-bee. Could happen. What did I say? Again, YouTube search BEASTwriter Jimmy Garoppolo, the Patriots, and look at the timestamp of this. I also put up in a playlist here. If you're on YouTube, there is a playlist, Jimmy Garoppolo timeline. See what I had to say in real time. Fast forward today, March 19th. Check my Twitter, YouTube receipts, and you will know. This is why you guys follow me. My forward thinking, my spot on predictions, analysis. People are like, no, 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 no. Yes, 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 yes. My man Bunk from the BEASTwriter family. I think the Watson situation is too complex to post on here as there's a lot of moving parts. That being said, the logo looks great. Thank you so much. Yes, if you haven't checked out my new BEASTwriter family, or I should say not our BEASTwriter family logo, because if it was just mine, I would just keep it BW, but you notice I have the BWF. And I do that because when you're here, your family, this is all for you guys. Again, it took a lot of time. This was not easy to make. I wanted to incorporate football and fitness because that's what we do here in the BEASTwriter family. A lot of you guys wanted workout videos. You guys know I've been doing this since day one on Instagram for Fitspiration. You guys know I model, do all that stuff. I get it. So I was like, why not just use YouTube, bridge Instagram for my Fitspiration and Twitter for my NFL analysis, and then bridge it all into YouTube? It's a no-brainer. And here we are. BEASTwriter family is born. Alika from the BEASTwriter family says, aloha, brother. What can we realistically get from New England for Jimmy G? Mahalo for all your time to keep us in the loop. Thank you so much for your love, man. I appreciate it. Mahalo. I actually, if you just search BEASTwriter, quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo to Patriots, I actually did a full-on 25, 30-minute rant and analysis on it, on why it makes sense and what it would actually take to land Jimmy Garoppolo back to New England. So check that out. You guys don't have to do that now. But again, anything you guys want to know of what I had to say, just go to YouTube, search BEASTwriter as the first word, and then type in whatever it is you want to know. Odds are, I already said it. But I will touch base on this since this is a live stream. I think it's going to be for a day 2 pick, probably a second round pick, or a multiple day 2 picks for Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't believe it's going to be a day 1 pick, although I wouldn't be surprised because Bill Belichick loves Jimmy Garoppolo. And get this, hypothetically, let's just say that as it currently stands, if you watched my earlier mock drafts, I had the New England Patriots taking who? Mac Jones. I said they needed a quarterback. But if Jimmy Garoppolo gets traded to the New England Patriots, as you see here in my prediction analysis, what I say they were going to do if they held the first round pick, I had them targeting Najee Harris at number 15. Why? Watch the podcast here, and that's a little bit of a teaser for you, but it all makes sense, and I connect the dots. Man, if I get this one right, that's all I'm going to say. Cashing in on another YouTube Twitter receipt. All right. Alejandro Bermudez from Facebook says, to me, all this charges are ghosts. He's basically saying, yes. Leaving his thoughts on 2 first, maybe a second round, take it or leave it. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, but we don't know. Not for Debate podcast from the BEASTwriter family says, Bears are fools for offering that trade. Yeah. Ryan Pace is not the sharpest tool in the shed. I like the name Ryan, but he is on pace of getting himself and running himself out of the Windy City. Instead of Ryan Pace, it should be Ryan Sakamoto for Chicago Bears GM. I'm telling you, all my friends who are Bears fans say, dude, you do a better job than Ryan Pace. Everything you said, they should have done. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. And it's not that hard. Many of you guys can be better than Ryan Pace too. Look at his track record. He picks up Leonard Floyd in the first round and then hits him with body analysis because he says he's too skinny. Well, wasn't that the knock on him coming out? And wouldn't you have run some kind of body physique analysis on him before, saying how much bigger can this guy get before he fits into our scheme, instead of compromising his speed and his long arm length that you so coveted coming out? In fact, let me just go ahead and do this for you guys. This is why you guys follow me. This is one of the reasons you guys followed me. I have track records of all GMs what they did, again, when I run my mock drafts, they're pretty on point and my analysis is pretty close if I get it wrong, which is rare. But on point with the Chicago Bears. Here, since Ryan Pace became the GM of the Chicago Bears, he has drafted 4 first-round picks, 3 of them hailing from the SEC. Furthermore, you look at what he did, right? I have notes on all these guys. This is what he said about Kevin White, who's with the 49ers, right? He said, this guy is dynamic. He's big, he's strong, he's ultra competitive. If I could stress one word for this player, he's competitive. Okay? I guess he checks the box, competitive. What else? You see it after the catch. You see it in the way he attacks the ball in the air. This is a dynamic playmaker for our offense. I can probably tell you right now, the most excited guy in the building is offensive coordinator Adam Gase upstairs. This, I'm not joking. I keep notes on everybody. This is good, guys. This is a big play weapon for us, a competitive, tough player. We couldn't be more thrilled to have him. That's what he said. That's what he said about him. Okay. And then he doubled down on that and picked Leonard Floyd. Again, these are all guys who I knew Ryan Pace would select. In fact, I hit it on all these picks. He said when it came to Leonard Floyd, and I quote, it's huge. Vic Fangio, who is the defensive coordinator, likes this guy a lot, as does outside linebackers coach Clint Hurt. So both of these guys are excellent coaches. So it just gives me a lot of confidence when we bring in a guy like this into the building for them to further develop the player. In addition, this player has the right kind of attitude and mindset for that. Floyd is hungry, high energy, and plays with a lot of enthusiasm and passion. So that all comes together as for a lot of growth. He went on to say, it's hard to find outside linebackers that can rush the passer, but also have the versatility to drop into coverage, and Floyd can do that. What's rare is when a guy is that tall and long, this is where the measurables come into play I'm talking about, and he's running down the field, changing directions like that. You don't see that very often, so that's very attractive. Okay, and then they hit him with body analysis. Hey, man, can you get a little bit bigger? Yeah. Sanjo Sonia from the BEASTwriter Family. Yeah, that's her name. There you go. Diana Rossini. Robert Gomez says, what are the chances of re-signing K'Waun Williams, the nickel back? I don't see it. I think it would have happened already. But you look up what the Cincinnati Bengals did with Mike Hilton. K'Waun Williams is looking at that contract. They play a very similar role. Their skill sets are very similar. They mirror each other in that way. Look what Mike Hilton got with the Cincinnati Bengals, and look for K'Waun Williams to kind of get that kind of a contract, although I don't think he will be able to do it because, again, Mike Hilton was a higher rated player coming out of college and, in my opinion, is a better prospect. Not by much, though. Not by much. All right. 704 bound Charlotte, Carolina Panther fan. Hit them like buttons. Yeah, hit them like buttons, man. Hit them like buttons. Do yourself a favor and hit them like buttons. I like the moves that you guys made. What do you think about the wide receiver, David Moore from the Seattle Seahawks? You guys got him, spoke about him earlier, replacing Curtis Samuel, not the type gadget player that you would be accustomed to seeing or wanting. Obviously, Curtis Samuel brings more to the table, lining up in the backfield, playing the slot, using reverses, end arounds. You get the picture. However, I do like the signing of David Moore. I do like it. All right, let's go ahead and move on. 49ers Ultimate Report, thank you so much for chiming in. And again, your generosity. Thank you so much, man. I'm going to have you on my show. We are going to be in touch very, very soon. Yes, the super chat is helping the channel. Again, for those who don't know, this is called a super chat. Basically, it's a highlighted chat. I'm not sure how it works, to be honest with you, but YouTube reached out to me and said, hey, based on your live streams, you're getting a lot of good social engagement. I think a super chat would work for you. So I said, okay, how do I do this? So I enabled it. Obviously, it's working. I have no idea how it works, but I guess you can send me super chats. So if you like the work, you like the channel, you like the BEASTwriter family, we're striving to build here, consider sending me a super chat. It's just another fun way for me to engage with all of you. And I want to do something funny. Here's the thing. Anytime I get a super chat, I want to do something different. So like it would force me to do something. It's not gonna be like picking my nose or anything like that. Every time, yeah, pick your nose. No, but I want to do something interesting and something funny that will keep the engagement going just because it's fun. This should be fun. This shouldn't be just like a static chat, we're just like answering questions like, okay, next question, and next question, and answer, and next question, and answer. Like, that's boring. Like, come on, people want some like animations here, like throw your hands in the air, maybe do a flex or something, like the Kaepernick and stuff. I don't know, dude, do something. Like how can you stare at somebody and answer, oh my gosh, this guy's so boring, dude, are you serious, man? You have to, how long does really you can listen to this? This is like sitting in lecture in school. Like, am I back in high school? Like, get me out of here. I'm just saying. Robert from Facebook says, with Jimmy in New England, how do you expect Bourne to excel considering he doesn't throw deep as soon as he gets his bye, Jimmy, we won't miss you. Don't be mad at my Jimmy Garoppolo. Which, by the way, what are the odds that I'm giving away Jimmy Garoppolo and he may not even be there with the 49ers? Like, Diana Racina from ESPN, supposedly someone said that Jimmy Garoppolo to New England Patriots could be done. So, with that being said, what are the odds? What are the odds? Reginald Taylor said, Jimmy's not going because they already signed Cam. I said, but then I say, you must have not watched my earlier live streams, bro. Because I said that could happen. Derek Feld from the BEASTwriter Family. Who would you rather have, Sam Darnold or Jimmy Garoppolo? And thoughts on maybe trading Armstead to the Jets? We got to find a way to get out of here. Too much money. Yeah, unfortunately, man, Eric Armstead's tied to $28 million in dead money. They would be absorbing a huge cap hit to trade him. So you're stuck with Eric Armstead. Don't get mad at me. I called it out since day one. So if you want to get mad at something, get mad at Eric Armstead. Just say, hey, bro, you're Daniel Silverfield 2.0. You're going to have a great year this year in 2021 because you have Nick Bosa there. But if there was a year for you to get it done, it was when you had no supporting cast, because you look at guys like Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns. You look at guys like Fletcher Cox from the Philadelphia Eagles. Atlanta Falcons have Grady Jarrett. Those guys are still getting it done without an edge rushing strong supporting cast or a strong defensive line thereafter. So no excuses. You get paid $85 million to be the guy, you're the guy. But instead, you revert back to your previous 4-year production. Now you have Edge Nick Bosa back. Now he's going to get loud again because he might lead the league in sacks, but it's all because of Nick Bosa. I'm telling you. It's funny how that works. You take one player out of the equation and the complementary role player becomes obsolete. Just saying. And furthermore, Sam Darnold or Jimmy Garoppolo, it's a toss-up. I would rather keep Jimmy Garoppolo, although I would be happy with Sam Darnold. I like the critical factors and what he brings to the table. If you wanted to go see that podcast, all you have to do is type in the YouTube search, BEASTwriter, Sam Darnold. That will pop up. All right, right here, we're doing this one because everyone wants to know my thoughts on BEASTwriter. Jimmy Garoppolo going to the New England Patriots. I said this about, a month and a half ago. It's still holding true as we speak, obviously. But if you want to search anything else, just go to YouTube and search BEASTwriter and whatever topic it is. So BEASTwriter, Sam Darnold. Boom. There's a earlier podcast there. A lot of interesting points there. Let me know your thoughts. Go ahead and I read all the comments, even though they're from 2-3 months ago. I read all my comments. I get back to all you guys. You guys know this. No matter how old the podcast is or how old that video is, I always get back to my family. So go ahead and leave your comments. I'd like to have a discussion with you, Derek Feld. So I'll be looking for that actually when I hit the gym. I scroll through comments legit in between sets, and people think I'm cupcake on my phone. I'm like, no, I'm just reading through the comments, getting right back to my BEASTwriter family. And people are like, why are you on YouTube so much? I'm like, dude, I love YouTube. YouTube is the way to go. Robert from Facebook, after dealing with Balsa Wood, Jimmy, I take back all my hate towards Jeff Garcia. I liked Jeff Garcia, man. Jeff Garcia is a good dude. I like him, man. I like Jeff Garcia. Hey, that jump pass irked the crap out of me, but I liked it at the same time. If you guys know who Jeff Garcia is, number 5 over the years, always wore a glove on his offhand. Oh my gosh. I liked Jeff Garcia. He was fun to watch. For the most part. For the most part. All right. Does all this movement and free agency change your mock a lot? Yes, absolutely. It absolutely changes my mock. Again, I do 3 different mocks. I do mock draft 1.0, mock draft 2.0, and then as it gets closer to the draft, I do 3.0. Pro days are still happening, so we have to see how everything plays out there. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Niners all day 55. Now, will the Dolphins take a wide receiver at 3, even though they got Fuller? Great question. I am actually debating this one right now because ultimately, okay, look, based on my analytics, and I'm just going to pull up my mock draft. Again, I cover all 32, so I got you guys covered. And the reason why I like covering all 32 here in the BEASTwriter family is because I like engaging with all 32 NFL fan bases because it gains me credibility. When you know all 32 NFL teams, obviously you guys are seeing what's going on here. It's working. But taking a step further, peeling back another layer to the onion to get to the core, let's take a look at what the Dolphins really need here. They don't have much needs here, right? They have the least amount of holes of any NFL team outside of the New England Patriots. I'm telling you, the New England Patriots are on the rise. They had the most needs heading into free agency, arguably, with the New York Jets, with the Miami Dolphins. Not so much anymore. They have the least amount of holes now heading into the draft. Good job by Bill Belichick. When it comes to the Miami Dolphins, within the AFC East, the division rival, they also have the least amount of holes, or one of the teams that have the least amount of holes. And you look at what their needs are. Based on my analytics, based on what I'm seeing, I look that to be running back, wide receiver, and linebacker. All right, now the team did trade for Barnardrick McKinney with the Houston Texans. So the dynamic was there where Belichick reached out to GM Nick Caserio, who was with New England, and say, hey, look, we need Barnardrick McKinney. We don't know what's going on with Dante Hightower. However, let's get something in return. Okay, cool. So they made a trade there. However, the Dolphins, it wasn't Dolphins. It wasn't Bill Belichick. It was a Dolphins. Chris Flores, GM Chris Flores, right? Brian Flores. What am I talking about? Chris Greer. The Dolphins GM Chris Greer struck a deal for Barnardrick McKinney, inking a deal with GM Nick Caserio, the GM from the Houston Texans, and swap for Barnardrick McKinney. I'm getting names mixed up here, but you guys get the picture. I'm back on track. And so you're looking at it saying, okay, well, obviously they let Kyle Van Noy go. He goes back to the New England Patriots. The need for linebacker is still there. If you watched my trade scenario of why the Dolphins released Kyle Van Noy in the first place, look at what I had to say. Again, I connect the dots. Getting back to your question. Anything you want to search, just type in BEASTwriter Kyle Van Noy. Again, I cover all 32. Just type in BEASTwriter Kyle Van Noy. I actually break it down with them holding the number 3 overall pick, how they now might be able to make a play, possibly move back for a guy like Micah Parsons, or don't be surprised if they trade for Fred Warner. That's right. So again, there's 3 different podcasts here, but they all tie in. They all link and intertwine because you're asking me this question. Do they still go wide receiver? Ultimately, it could be Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith. However, they have Will Fuller, they have Devontae Parker, and they have tight end Mike Gesicki there. So what's going to happen? We're going to have to see how this plays out. Now, they could go wide receiver, but then again, they have multiple first-round picks. So the logical scenario, if you're Brian Flores and GM Chris Greer, is to trade back, pick up draft capital. You can get the best linebacker in the country in Micah Parsons, or you can trade for Fred Warner. You have 2 multiple first-round picks. Interesting, BEASTwriter. Yes. And Fred Warner Sr. says, hashtag stay tuned. Are they going to resign Fred Warner? Hashtag stay tuned. Jan Paul from the BEASTwriter family says, I'll try my best to help with whatever questions regarding Cardinal stuff. Yes, please do. All right. Jerry says, a bit surprising that K'Waun Williams and Kerry Hyder hasn't been picked up by other teams, especially the Jets. Would have thought they were picked up by now. Yeah, me too. That is surprising. Good point. All right. Jason Ellsworth, thank you so much for sending me the super chat. This is what a super chat is. Every time someone sends a super chat, you have to do the Carlton dance. I could do that, but I'm not good at it, though. I don't even know how it goes. How's it go like this? Is that how it goes? I don't know. I'm a bad dancer. Hopefully that was well worth your super chat. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Where are we at? I lost my I lost my train of thought here because I was doing the Carlton dance. All right, here we go. We're back on track. Jerry Yang says, suggestion on Super Chat: when people leave one, they leave a player or celebrity, and you do an impersonation of it. That would be lit. I guess that could happen. Yeah, I can do that too. I wouldn't be. I got a phone call here. Yeah, I could do that too. But I'm not good at impressions. I am horrible at impressions. But I can try, Jerry. I can try. All right. So no far bound Charlotte. What do you think about M Fox that my Panthers got from the Rams? I like that play. I talked about it yesterday on my live stream briefly. But I like what you guys got with Fox. I think he's going to be good for your team. Obviously, in what Phil Snow's defense wants, you guys got the guy that you guys kind of wanted from the Rams. So Morgan Fox to me is a really sound, really good football player. I like his energy. I like his passion. I like his dedication. What he brings to the table. He's a nice high motor guy, and I think that's what you guys are missing. You guys are missing a high motor guy. Not saying that Brian Burns is not a high motor guy. He absolutely he is. I like the signing of Hassan Reddick, but getting a guy like Morgan Fox, he's going to be a nice death piece for you guys. I like him. All right. Is it true that Jimmy G going to the Patriots? Could very well be, man. Hey, I said it since day one. All right. JP says Eric Armstead is like Taylor Swift. You get on his nerves, you get tagged on the media. Trent wanted to have more offensive snaps. Woo! This is fun. All right, not for debate podcast. The Dolphins ain't taking a wide receiver in the first round. Well, he must know something that I don't. People that I spoke with love the wide receivers coming out of the draft. We're going to have to see how that one plays out. Niners all day for the BEASTwriter family. Laughing my ass. Yes. All right. Scott Davison. What up, fam? Do you see a better or worse path for the Niners getting Najee Harris at this point? I mean, I like Najee Harris. So I think they'd be better off with Najee Harris than they would without him. I like him. I like him a lot. All right, let's go ahead and move on. We're going to have to block this guy. Let's go ahead here. Yeah, interesting stuff. We have interesting stuff here. A lot of cool things going on here. I'm going to have to, there's a guy here. Again, if you're leaving spam here, we're going to just kind of block you. And that'll be the end of it. So let's go ahead and move on. Oh, here we go. Not for debate podcast. Dolphins need a pass rusher and running back. Ooh, do they? Tell me what pass rushers they have or the lack of pass rushers that they don't have. That'll be interesting because at number 3, you're definitely not going to get a pass rusher. At number 18, it'd be a higher risk reward. Again, I'm not high on these edge rushers, and either are these NFL teams who are signing the edge rushers off the board. If you look at what's left at edge rushers, it's not much. And this edge class is not the strongest. And that's why I believe these NFL teams and these GMs are saying, hey, look, we don't want a Jalen Phillips or a Gregory Rousseau. I mean, let's just go out and this is the year we have to prioritize edge rushers in this free agency period this year. My take. Now, if Quincy Roche is my top edge rusher, one of my top edge rushers who's a sleeper, I like Quincy Roche at the University of Miami. I think he's a hog. But I'm just not high on this edge rushing class. I'm just not. I mean, who would you realistically get at 18? If Najee Harris is sitting there, you're going to skip on Najee Harris when you need a running back. A running back that's a higher need. In my opinion, I don't know, man. That's my take. But, we can agree to disagree. That's fine. We can agree to disagree. It's all about having a healthy discussion. Not for debate. Shaq Lawson for McKinney. Yeah, that was the trade. That was the trade. Shaq Lawson for Bernardrick McKinney. Sanjo saying for the BEASTwriter Family. Everybody in the room should like the video. Exactly. Not for debate. Podcast. Fred Warner. What's going on? What's going on with Fred Warner? I want to know what's going on with Fred Warner. I really want to know what's going on with Fred Warner. That's what I want to know. All right, Rodney Jones from the BEASTwriter Family. If the Dolphins trade their 3rd overall pick for Warner, who are they looking for now? Ooh. Okay, this is hypothetical. Obviously, I wouldn't do this, But if that trade actually happened, you have to go Zach Wilson if he's available. Now, that's if the Jets don't take him, which could very well be the play because they could go after Penei Sewell. Now, I know they have Mekhi Becton there, but hey, you can move one of those guys to right tackle. It's fine. You still got him on a rookie deal. It's fine. I don't know. They drafted Mekhi Becton in the first round. They're going to need a right tackle. Penei Sewell can definitely play either or. Obviously, people see him as a blindside left tackle. But, tackles are tackles. Edge rushers come in all different shapes, sizes, forms, or different areas. Right side, left side, doesn't matter. So they move them all around anyways. So what differences make? Right? Right. All right, Ronnie Jones. If the Dolphins I see them going after Zach Wilson. That's my take. Or they can get the number 3 overall pick and then get more draft capital. Trade back and get more draft capital. Doug McClain, if we trade Warner for a first-round draft pick, we should get a new GM. That's why I said, again, if you want to see that podcast, I already have it out there. Just type in YouTube search BEASTwriter, John Lynch, hot seat. And you'll see what I had to say about there. I break it down brick by brick as it pertains to not just what the 49ers are doing, but what the rest of the NFL is doing in comparison. Yes, I break down the analytics there. Got a lot of good feedback there. I'm pretty sure but I'm not going to go in details, but check it out. Check it out. That's all I'm going to say about that one. And again, if you want to see that one, just type in BEASTwriter, John Lynch, hot seat. You will see what I had to say there. My man, Jerry Yang, thank you so much. Oh, he wants an impersonation of Jim Harbaugh. Oh, my gosh. All right, my Jim Harbaugh impersonation is, who's got it better than us? Nobody. There you go. That's my Jim Harbaugh impersonation. Hope you guys liked it. Niners all day. Do you think that the Niners would take Najee Harris? Yes, absolutely. I can't believe I just did that Jim Harbaugh horrible who's got it better than us impression. Nick Lang from Facebook says, what do you think about the Niners trading back, drafting Mond in the first? And nope, I don't like Mond. Taking Quinn Miners in the late second, early third. I do like Quinn Miners. I like the second half of your question. I don't like Kellen Mond. Just not a fan. All right, but I could be wrong. Andrew Van Ginkel and Vince Bijo currently, but wouldn't bring in Jadeveon Clowney for a cheap price. Yeah, you guys need some edge rushing help, basically. Fortnite's Ultimate Report. Who would want more first-round quarterback or Marcus Mariota? Fortnite's Ultimate, who would want more first-round quarterback? I don't know. It's a good question. Okay, let's see here. Thoughts on Josh Rosen? What are my thoughts on Josh Rosen? What are my thoughts on Josh Rosen? Not high on him. Not high on Josh Rosen. My boy Alex Faulkner. Alex, I was thinking about you in my last live stream. I was like, how come Alex hasn't been here? You are back. Yes, I am happy. BEASTwriter is happy now. All right. Do you think Marcus Mariota is capable of winning a Super Bowl and or playoff games? Capable, yes. Will it happen? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to happen. All right. Jerry Yang Ha. Thanks, Beast. That was a pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked my Jim Harbaugh impersonation. I was going to get a clipboard and throw it in the air, but I said no. Maybe I could have worn some kind of a pen around my neck and then go crazy in the Carolina Panthers game where he was like, holding, like, oh my gosh, and then animated and stuff. I love Jim Harbaugh, by the way. One of my favorite, oh my gosh, definitely my favorite coach to cover. I'm serious. Jim Harbaugh and me were like, Jim Harbaugh is awesome. I know people don't like him. You either like him or you hate him. There's no in between. You love him or you hate him. No in between. I love Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh is dope. I'm telling you, you talk to that guy one time, it's like he may come off intimidating at first, but man, I'm telling you, Jim Harbaugh was the man. The man. Niners all day 55. Do you think that Zach Wilson could be our number one priority? Yes, it could be, but I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. Um, not for debate podcast. I appreciate the insight, bro. I sub. Thank you so much for the love. I will sub back to you. I will sub back to you. All right. 49ers ultimate report. I meant to say if you had to pick up quarterback for the 49ers, a first round pick or Marcus Mariota. I mean, they're sitting there at 12. I like Mac Jones. So if you're going to go quarterback, I say take Mac Jones. He's accurate in all three levels, short, intermediate, deep, can make all the throws. Now, he's not the most athletic quarterback, but again, Tom Brady's still getting it done, and he's strictly a pure pocket passer. So, yes, although the transcending league is going toward a more dual threat quarterback, you can still win with a pocket passer. Pure pocket passer at that. A guy called Ed says, thought on potential trade for Matt Ryan and then a contract restructure extension. Yeah, I heard about this. I'm thinking about it. I kind of would like it. Now, depending on what that restructure is and what we would give up to get Matt Ryan, but I like this. All right. Who is your top draft crush for San Francisco? Well, Najee Harris is my draft crush. I love Najee Harris. Bay Area rooted guy. Alex Faulkner, sorry I haven't been tuning in as much, man. Work got your boy grinding. Hey, make that paper, bro. You got to make that paper. Continue making that paper. Love it. Jerry Yang, my man, says, I love Jim Harbaugh too. His kids trick-or-treated at my friend's house in Pennsylvania. His Halloween costume was his brother with a Ravens hat and a sweater vest. Dude, it's hilarious, and I miss him. Dude, I'm telling you, Jim Harbaugh, I have so many great stories with Jim Harbaugh. Oh, my gosh. I don't even know where to start. That guy is awesome. It was funny. One press conference, I don't know if I should say this, but whatever. I don't care. We're sitting there in the press conference, and then one of the questions was asked. I don't know the verbatim verbiage of it, but someone asked, I forgot who it was, and it's like, oh, what do you think about the players feeding off the crowd? You know, like the crowd noise, like feeding off the crowd, like the energy, the excitement. And he looks at the reporter and says, "What?" He's like, "What do you think about the players feeding off the crowd?" So in his ears, he said, he thought the question was, "What do you think about the players beating off the crowd?" Beating off the crowd. And we were like, he's like, "What? Feeding off the crowd." It's like, oh, I thought that was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. That was one of the funniest moments ever. Beating off the crowd. Yeah. Feeding off the crowd. Get it right. Key John's 25. What Shanahan's obsession with slow statues at quarterback looks like Jones or Trash are perfect for him. Yes. Agreed. Alex Faulkner, what position do you think the Flyers would be smartest to invest in the first round? Not player, but position. Great question. In the first round, based on the draft position sitting there at number 12, I think you have to go. I mean, this draft is not, I would say edge, but this class is weak for edge rushers. It's just not good. It's horrible. So I'm going to have to say quarterback. That's what if I was GM, I would have to say quarterback because, again, I can't trust Jimmy Garoppolo. I can't trust him to stay healthy. I just can't do it. I mean, how many years are we in and we're just like, oh, yeah, he's going to be healthy this year. Oh, gets hurt. Oh, he's going to be oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh. Setting yourself up for failure is not a good recipe for success, guys. At some point, you just have to cut your losses. Oh, he said PA, Palo Alto, not Pennsylvania. Got it. A guy called Ed. Who do you have in the Final Four this year? I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with college basketball, to be honest with you. I did, but ever since COVID season, it's kind of like, one of those. And isn't my team Duke out? Duke's my favorite college basketball team. Aren't they out? Didn't someone have COVID? And so the rules are if someone has COVID, then you can't play in the ACC tournament or something, and then you're out. I don't know. But who's your Final Four? I would like to know who your Final Four is. All right, Niners All Day 55. Do you like Sean Wade? He hits hard. I'm not a fan of Sean Wade either. hard hitter, but I don't like him. I don't like him. Yeah, not a big fan of Sean Wade. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So, with all that being said, we have a lot of oh my gosh, we have more stuff. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this BEASTwriter Family podcast for Family Fridays. I hope you guys liked what I had to say. If you did, please do yourself a solid and hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner of your screen and turn on and flip on the bell notifications so you get notified when I go live or when I upload content, and also be entered for our BEASTwriter Family Friday giveaways. I'm going to go ahead and release this on a later live stream later tonight, if not tomorrow. I do have the winners that I have to go ahead and pull from. Stay tuned for that. I'm going to count all these people that are in here. That's going to go in the formula as well. So I want to give you guys the opportunity because people are like, oh no, come on, don't give it away yet. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm going to hold back a little bit. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm also going to put up another podcast on the live stream as to why I chose our BEASTwriter Family logo and what it means to be part of the BEASTwriter Family. As all of you guys know, here on YouTube, we have really good things going on here. So thank you so much for everything. We do have a couple more questions I'd like to get answered. Okay. Dr. J, I like it from the BEASTwriter Family. Happy to see the Falcons O-line get worse as the Panthers pass rush gets better. So Alex Mack, obviously, he's talking about Alex Mack going to the Niners. Panthers obviously got Hassan Reddick. So I see what you did there. My man Alex Faulkner says, do you believe the reports are true that 49ers front office is not listening to trade offers for Jimmy Garoppolo, specifically regarding the pitchers? That's huge smoke screen. They are listening to offers, which is why it's out there. So yeah, that'll be interesting. A guy called Ed, had San Diego State in the going to the Elite Eight. Okay. Right on. All right, guys. Well, that'll be it for today. Thank you so much for your generosity with the super chats. I had a lot of fun engaging with all of you guys, whether you sent a super chat or not. I love doing this. You guys know this. Thank you for tuning in. I'm about ready to hit the gym, take my pre-workout. BEASTwriter out. Peace.